Okay, I think OBS hates me. Okay. So sorry, guys. I hope that we don't experience any technical difficulties again. Anyway, so this one here, I'll try and monitor as best as I can. So all of these are blinded except for I believe the last one. So let's go through it and then I'll talk about the last one. I'm monitoring my kbps, my bars. It's looking dropping frames. Sorry guys. Ugh, I hate my life right now. Okay, so yeah, the first one giving very much like scene girl who's going to the raves, early 2000s. That's what I'm getting here. Next one we have a beautiful pastel rainbow tigress, very elegante. This here from a distance was giving me a pencil skirt, so I drew a pencil skirt. And a lot of the trimming and details I got from this like really elegant like building, I guess. I don't know, it just tied it all together. So I'm trying to go through this so that I could like get into the drawing part. This one is the only one that I think is like kind of out of place from all of them. I think very less bright and colorful, more on the like darker side, I think, like as far as theme. But it is a bunny. We got red and black in here. Bunny. I feel like she's like super, she gives like very short girl vibes, because if you look at the torso and everything compared to like this girl, very small to me. But I think it goes hand in hand with her being a bunny, so we'll keep it. I like it, giving a different variety. The next one here, I was getting like late 80s, early 90s vibes with like the Godzilla. This text here saying what a mess we made. I can't read, sorry. A lot of this was giving like some of that here. Not this one in particular, but these two items were, and it kind of just set the tone for the rest of it for me, and then the bowling as well. So I got like a colorful, playful cat girl, the cat coming from here. She has like some of her hair is like octopus, like tentacles. And then I gave her sharp teeth because she's not technically a cat girl, and I also gave her normal ears so that we can like kind of differentiate the fact that like she's not a normal cat girl. She's like a hybrid, or like a new type of species, I guess, of like a cat octopus lizard or reptile, a catopus tile. So I gave her the sharp teeth to kind of go hand in hand with her being a cat and Godzilla. Gave her tentacle hair, and of course a cat tail, and the cat tail is supposed to be to I guess represent the bowling pins. And then I did like the little shading part because there's like some pink in the eye. You'll get there when we get there. Let me kind of show you her hair. She got little clippies, which are stars. She's looking hella cute. This one is Mama Div's, my mom. It's her favorite one so far. So bonus, she helped me with that one. This next one we got, I was getting very emo like colorful girl. So most of the design was centered around the center photo, which looked like a little skeleton. It was giving me like a skeleton cow doll. So I ran with that, got the ears and the horns that was going with it. And then print everything else. Some of these are pretty literal, like the leg part. I even did the same pose that it was doing in here. I even did the shoes and everything as best as I could to go with it. And then this is kind of just what I came up with. And because she's supposed to like give like the emo vibe, I kind of just made her have like a upside down face, like, you know, like a sad face. But I also like wanted to add variety because most of the girls that we had so far that I was drawing, they had like such cheerful personalities. And I'm like, well, you know, let's add a little bit of spice. Not every girl's gonna probably be cheerful to be in a freaking group of 6. Like, you know, girls are hard. And to be around so many girls, it's difficult. There's got to be some cattiness there. So, you know, because she's supposed to be like representing a little emo there, that's kind of what I did. I was gonna do a Decora style, which is where you kind of see some of the clips happening, like the hair pieces. But I honestly wasn't getting too much Decora as much as Decora fashion as much as I was getting very emo. So I kept like the clipping part to a minimum and stuck with emo style, but making it very cutesy in that way. And then here's my last one. I think the last one is definitely almost the, how do you say, the aura of this one is definitely the most different. Granted, we had the bunny, which the bunny mood board, the red and white, the color scheme was definitely different, and I think that's gonna make the bunny girl stand out. But this one, the mood was definitely like so far left. But this was the one that I picked because while I was going through mood boards, I kept seeing a lot, I guess, that was showing up on my Pinterest that were very neon colors. And I'm like, all of these are going to look the same. So I definitely tried to stay, I tried to get out of my element and like look at something different. And when I saw this one, I was like, this is so cozy. It's so cute. We have to run with it. So we did. And this is the kind of thing that I came up with. This is a girl. I feel like she's giving me like, she looks like she's the hidden leader, like she's the captain of this whole thing. I like her, and I say hidden leader as in like, I don't know if I still want to make her the one or if I just want to give her the title of being like, she's kind of like the big sister, because I don't know who has like leader energy. But you know what, I am leaning towards her. I don't know, it's the stance. She's kind of giving me that like smart little smirk. Anyway, so that's kind of what I came up with. It's a blueberry waffle with like blueberry desserts. We have coffee, a dog, I think it's a husky, and then some like other cozy items and a Snorlax. I didn't use the Snorlax really at all in this piece, obviously, but I used the rest of it. So the waffle part here, I kind of didn't know what to do, so I made it into an eye patch. I felt like all the girls were very unique in some sort of way, and if I didn't do something that made her, I guess, kind of still look like she belonged with the rest of the group, then it would be kind of weird. So in order for her to still, in my opinion, still feel like she's part of the group and feel in unison, I gave her an eye patch to kind of stand out. Because when you're dealing with something like an emo style, a scene style, I feel like the eye patch kind of matches very well. And then, of course, using the doggy ears, the husky ears took me forever. I clearly don't draw dog ears. It was, you think it would be super easy, but it was a task. I did see some stars in the desserts over here up top, so I gave her some like star clippies. And then gave her like fluffy hair to kind of reminisce of the blueberry dessert in the top corner, as well as all the blueberry theme that was going on. Gave her some star clips here. I was seeing this like a bralette or a spaghetti shirt, so I gave her like a spaghetti shirt with a sweater underneath, to kind of go hand in hand with both of these, because this is supposed to be a cozy vibe, so that's what I did. And then giving her some kind of like jeans, but I kind of, oh my god, the pants were giving me like the bottoms. I was cooking, bro. I was cooked. Sorry. I felt like I was like so lost and confused as to what to do. I kept making a jean skirt, and then I didn't like it, and then I was doing pants, like regular jeans, and I didn't like that either. And then I was trying to telling myself, okay, let's make a skirt. I didn't like the skirt either. I don't know what it was. Something was not clicking. And then when I finally went back to the jean skirt, but I was looking up some jean skirt, like, concepts and ideas, I saw one where there was, like, a split, on each side of the skirt. and it was like a maxi jean skirt. Well, when I took a step back, I was like, oh my gosh, I can see jeans in here. So I scrapped the idea of it being a skirt, and then what I did was I just changed it. I sewed it into jeans. So I split the middle and I changed it to jeans. And so this is what you get here, where we have the two legs have like a little tiny slit in the bottom parts of both sides, and that's kind of what I did. I do realize that I forgot something, which was her dog tail, so I'm gonna do that now, and then we'll start getting into the line work and the line work and the coloring. As of right now, while doing this video, not when it gets uploaded, of course, but while doing this video, it is 4th of July, so may the 4th be with you, unto all of my American friends, to all of my US friends. However, because it is 4th of July, I will be spending time with family, so we're not going to be able to finish all of it in this stream. We'll see what we could do. So this might be a two-parter, but we'll see. Wait, I feel like I did that tail wrong. There we go, like that. There we go. Okay. And then we'll do that. And then we'll get into it. So I'm going to start off at the top with my main girl. We love her. We know her. We were here on day 1 with her. I still haven't come up with the name yet. I need to come up with names. The people who I was inspired by, the YouTubers that did the My Little Pony theme and all that, they came up with names based off of the mood boards. So I just need to figure out names for mine. I just don't know yet. But we gotta figure out something. We'll figure out something. But yeah, okay. I'm so excited. It's been a while. I've been so obsessed with the game date everything that I have neglected all of my other duties, which was that I was supposed to be streaming other stuff. These characters, they have been in the back burner because I wanted to draw them off stream because I was getting anxious and like irritated, and I wanted to like get these girls going. And then I was like, I can't do that. Like, that's not right. It's not right. So here we are, you know. And I was like, you know, chat has been here with me when we were first doing this, and I want to see it through the end, so I had to like come back to these girls. I'm not gonna do my usual textured brush, mostly because the textured brush that I normally use is on my my iPad, which I do use Procreate for. So because I don't have the brush on here, there's a brush that's kind of close, but it's not giving me what I want, what I need. So I'm gonna opt into the G pen brush that I have over here on the side. I think it's like the basic pen that it comes with. But you know, like many artists have said before, it's not the pen that makes the artist, it's the artist that makes the pen. So it's what you do with the pen and how you use it, that's what's gonna make the art do amazing things. So and I genuinely believe that. When I was first starting out into digital art, years ago, before I was Divi, before VTube was as mainstream as it is now, or even really well known, I remember like a lot of the artists that I would follow and that I really admired, and I would whenever they would come out with brushes, I would be like, okay, what brush are they using? I gotta go get it. My art sucks, but if I use theirs because their art is so good, then like mine will be good. And I quickly learned that when I did buy, I did it for like the one time I did it because I saved up some money. I was like, bruh, this don't look the same. Like, and then I realized, well, no, shoosh, Sherlock. Like, my art style, for one, is definitely not the same. And two, I was a newbie, like, to art. So, like, I didn't even know how the basic brushes even worked. Let alone somebody who came up with their own brush, that is meant to work in a certain way, or, you know, etc. Or what's made by somebody who really knows their brush and how it's supposed to work. Oh, man. Okay, I'm gonna go back to here. Hold on. Backtrack. There we go. So I thought it was really funny. It was a very big eye-opener. And then when I would watch artists, like once artists were starting to come out and like about buying brushes, which I will tell you, I was not one to go on a rampage and vent about, oh my gosh, your brush doesn't work the way I want it to. It doesn't look like your art. Like, I never did that. But artists all of a sudden started coming out with saying, hey, if you're buying brushes from an artist, please understand that it's not supposed to look like the art that the artist does, because in our reality, it's not what the brush is intended for. The brush the brushes are based off of your skill, your technique, etc. And I was like, you would think a girl would know that by now, but at the time, had not at all. But it was an eye-opener because clearly the universe was speaking to me about the mere fact of like, hey, you bought this thing. It's not useless. But you just need to figure out how you can work it to fit your style. So definitely I do agree with any artist. Don't ever ignore them when they say that the brush does not make the artist. It is the artist who makes the brush. You know what I mean? So it's how you work that brush, how you work that brush, boy. It's how you work the brush, and that's what's going to get you to create such beautiful things. And a really good example would be like, I myself don't do a lot of like landscaping art or like architecture and all that, but I've seen such great artists who do, like digitally, and they use the exact same program as me. They use the basic brushes that I've used, and they create such great detail. Like they can create clouds, they can create buildings, they can, like, from a distance doesn't look like it, but from from up close it doesn't look like it, but from a distance it looks like they'll do the buildings with like windows that are all lit up, and it looks awesome. It looks like a skyscraper. They created a whole city. Could I do that with those same brushes? If I had the talent. But no. So yeah, the brush definitely makes the brush definitely does not make the artist. The artist is what makes the brush. So just thought I'd give that little tidbit there as we art today. I feel like because we're arting, like it has to be a conversation about art, you know? I don't think I do too much art convos as much as I could. I'm trying to figure out how I want this spike. Let's do something like this, right? And then here, here, here. Yeah, something like that. Okay. I just need to make it bigger, bruh. Okay, let me zoom in a little bit more. Okay. I'm about to murder you. I'm not good with circles, bro. Okay. Now, we're gonna go here. We're gonna go here. And we're gonna go here. And then we're gonna clean this up. We're gonna carve out the shape. Uh-oh. Sorry. I'm wearing like new contacts and it's so hard to get used to this. Like I can definitely feel them in my eye. And if you're like, that's not a good, you're not supposed to. Yeah, I know that, but technically it's been so long that I know when there's something in my eye because I do wear glasses. Let me see, how does that look? Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. You know what, let's just cut it off here. Yeah, let's just do that instead. I'm gonna wrap it around here. It'd help if it wasn't so crooked. We'll just leave it like that for now, I guess. I really want to draw the other side of the circle. I need to leave. I need to leave. Okay. Well, that was massive. Oh my god, we'll get there. Right here. Here. I like to draw the little point so that, like, we know that it's supposed to give the illusion that, like, it's sticking up, you know? That it's like, it's a pyramid. Because the spikes are pyramids. Okay. So I guess as we draw this, right, gotta talk about the art. So where do we start? I make it sound like I don't like talking about art, which I do. I feel like throughout the years, I've made friends that are not in art. Oh, shoot! That are not in art. So, like, when they're here, it's like, they're here just to support me. They're mostly gamers. They don't care about the art. The art's just for me. That's what I feel like sometimes. If you're here for the games, I salute you. If you're here for the art, man, you're a real one. Let's be honest, I actually don't do art. So, like, if you're here for the art, that's crazy. That's wild. You'll never see art on my, like, channel or profile, like, account very often. Unless you go to my my Twitter. My Twitter is the only place where I actually post art. Like, legit. I don't post art videos. The only reason for that is just because a lot of times I don't post the whole process. And that's for multiple reasons. The reason one, thank you, sexy socks. The reason I don't post my art as much is because, for starters, I take a long time to sketch out an art piece. I will take the entire 2 almost hours, if not 1.5 hours, of just sketching, because I'll go in with a concept in mind and I will change it again and again and again. And my brain tells me, as long as it's in the sketching phase, you have an opportunity to change it. Once the sketching phase is done, we don't change anything. Like, that's just how my brain works. I don't know. That's not a rule. That's just my brain. And so with that being said, a lot of times when I'm streaming my art, it'll take me the entire, again, hour and a half to 2 hours of just sketching. So I like to skip that part, and I started just sketching off stream, and doing it in my on my iPad. And granted, I think there is a way where I could upload that into YouTube, but the reason why I don't is because my iPad doesn't have a lot of it goes through some data processes because your girl needs a new updated iPad. I have one of the old iPads that was made. I can't remember what version it is, but it's one of the old ones. It's one of the G's, man. I think it was like what, somewhere between 2015 to 2017 is when I got it. One of the old grandpas. It's not the first iPad. It's just one of the old ones. And so when it comes to data, dude, my shit tells me there's an update. It won't update because it tells me that my stuff needs to be my storage needs to be completely blanked. I like try taking like some stuff out for data purposes. It don't work. And my family's like, it's because you need to get a new one. This is like a decade old already, practically. And I'm like, I can't do it. Don't make me. I don't want to do it. So yeah, it's coming to terms with the fact that like I will never be able to upload anything. I can't technically. I have to go onto my iCloud just to get the photos because it doesn't even want to send through email anymore. Like it said, it gave up on life altogether. It said just take me now, and I'm not ready. I'm not. My whole entire life is in that iPad. So that's one reason why I don't do too much art videos. What was the reason? The reason was the sketching process takes me a while. I do sketch on stream occasionally. Not often, but occasionally. It's a rare moment in sight. I think the only time I will do both the sketch and maybe the coloring is if I'm doing an art challenge on stream. I say that because there was a moment last year where I did on stream. I did my VTuber style in different art styles. And I believe I did the coloring for that. If not, I at least did the sketch part. Like I said, I'll get through one, but not the other. I know that I also recently did Animal Crossing characters as like humans, but like from the torso up, because so many people have done Animal Crossing characters as humans. So I mostly just did the torso up. I don't feel like you need the whole thing. That I didn't do the coloring, but I did do the sketch part, and then I did the coloring off stream. I actually haven't posted that, so maybe that's something I should do. Other than that, I think most of the time I already come with a full sketch already, and then I get into the coloring and line work, kind of like today. I will say that the reason why I don't do the whole thing, I used to do back in my early days of VTubing in 2020, I used to do the whole, oh my god, come on now. Okay, I used to do the whole thing, the sketch, the line, the color, but as I get older, sitting on the chair, kinda, it gets to be a little annoying, and it gets tiring. My chair, I need a new chair. But it does hurt. It brings pain. I don't know if that's because I'm getting old, or if like I genuinely need to get a new chair. But yeah, so I used to, back in my early days, stream the sketch and the coloring and line art. Now I mostly will do one or the other. What I don't do though is, and I'm so sorry YouTube, is that I don't ever post it on YouTube, the coloring or the art very much, which I should. And if you're like, well, why not? Well, it's because since I don't do the whole process, I feel like I would be doing a disservice to like you as the YouTube watcher, because I technically would have time to be able to sit there and maybe do a little editing, but since it's a one-man show over here, I'm the one-man show, it really does take out a lot out of my day to try and do all that, and I'm not skilled in video editing to be sitting there and doing all that crap. So you get what you get. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you follow me on YouTube, you're not here for the great videos that are being pulled out of my ass. You're there because there was something that you saw in me that really entertained you in the 30,000 hour long fucking video that you watched. I upload that shit and that's it. You get raw dog div all day. There is not one thing edited in there or out of there. It's all me, bruh. You're getting whatever you missed out. So that's the reason why I don't do too many art uploads. I feel like for me as an artist, what I like watching when I do watch artists is the whole process, from their sketch to explaining their process, the line art, the whole 9 yards, brothers, the whole 9 yards. And me, I don't do jack. I skip all that what is it, that foreplay, and I go straight into it. I better stop. I'm gonna get in trouble. By who? By me. Wait, what? That don't make no sense. Don't worry about it. Nobody said I was smart. So back into, I guess, the character stuff, right? The art. Why you are here. Why you are watching. Why you're lurking and percolating. So with this character, let's try and see if we can come up with something. So she's like a scene girl who, oh god, I feel like all of these have to be like, this has to be set like in like the early 2000s, to be honest. Hold on. Oh my gosh, why do you hate me? Hold on. Okay. Alley-oop. Eat. Okay. Squishy, squishy, squishy. Okay. And then, good lord. Nope. I'm gonna take my headphones off for a little bit. There we go. Oh my god. I'm gonna get somewhere, I promise me. Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay. I can't draw a perfect circle, but I am trying to draw these buttons. That's as good as it's gonna get. So, okay, back to what we were talking about. So I think that this should be, this girl should be, or this whole thing, the characters should be set like in the early 2000s. And I say that because I don't know if like raving is still a thing. Like, I don't think so. I don't know. Oh my god, if you go to raves, I'm sorry. I don't know anything. I don't get out. I don't party. You know, I don't do none of that tango. But most of these are giving me like early 2000s. Like, it reminds me of me in the early 2000s. I wasn't this old, but like because I feel like these are like girls that are like in college trying to live their life, but then they also have to go and save the day and whatnot, and from just your everyday bad guys. I don't know. We'll come up with lore. We gotta come up with something. I'm thinking. So first off, let's come up with a name. So she's got like a lot of neon stuff. I'm giving her more of like a robot type-ish style, or some type of alien. She's got to be something underneath there. So I'm thinking like maybe have her name be something like G1X or something. I don't know, like some type of robot like nickname, you know. That's not her name. I was spitballing ideas. Usually like when they have like a nickname that sounds like a human, it's because like it's like a small acronym for something like Ooh. Oh goodness gracious. Okay, continuing on. I see the vision and I like it. Oh, I forgot to mention that the reason why, so they're all supposed to be chibi. I'm not really great. I'm not used to drawing chibi very often. The reason for them being chibi is because, I was motivated and inspired by my chat to try something different. I told them, I was like, I just need one person to just tell me to just do chibi and we'll do it. And everybody's like, Div, just do chibi. I was like, you got it, bro. So, I thought, what a great, like, way into introducing myself to chibi. What better way to do that than to actually do it with this piece? It was around the same time of like me wanting to do this. Let me see, what am I doing? Like that, right? Yeah. It was a great way to add it into the concept because it was around the same time when I was thinking about wanting to do chibi, that I also wanted to do this mood board thing. And so I was like, that'd be cute because they're just like little concepts. I don't really have anything set in stone, and I'd hate to like make it into a big piece only for it to just sit there and catch dust. Whereas this would be a great way to like introduce myself into chibi. There'll be really good references and I can always use them, and it doesn't feel super like disappointing. I feel like a lot of times when I do stuff in my normal art style that's not chibi style, I feel really bad when like I only ever draw them once and then I never see them again, or I really do love them and like I'll only ever draw them like whenever it's like that once in a blue moon. Especially now that like because I have a VTuber that I really like. When I used to go by a different VTuber design that I created myself. Um, she it wasn't that like, you know, she was ugly or anything. I really do love her. I created her. You know, she was my design. Um, I loved her to itsy bitsies, but I wasn't in love with her as much. So like I never really drew her very much, like almost at all. And so whenever I did draw art, I would always come up with my own like OCs, and I feel really bad like when I think about it now, but like now I'm in a place where because I really like took the time to think about this VTuber model and such, I actually like it to the point that if you look at my art, a lot of my art is geared or it's mostly my VTuber model, which I think is a good thing because like you want to love your VTuber. You want nothing but art of your VTuber. Dude, I'm so crazy. I'm in my I just want art of my VTuber in every style era. uh but so like I haven't like really come up with many OCs, or all of the OCs I used to have, I throw them away. I no longer have them. And that sounds terrible. I know, especially if you're an artist that probably just broke your soul. But uh I wasn't doing anything with them, and I'd hate to have them just keep sitting there and sitting there for years, so I scrapped the joint. Um and hopefully it'll bring me to one day do some new ones. But for now, I think doing them as little chibis in a way to practice chibi style isn't terrible. I think it's a good way to have them be in use. I don't know if I'll ever do anything with these girls. We'll see. But for now, they're just a cute little concept. They're not necessarily considered OCs. Uh, okay, sorry, my eye was itching. Okay, I might do less chatting so that I can really dig in, because what I'm about to do is I'm really about to like zone out. So I'm gonna put myself on mute for a little bit. If there's a moment where I feel like I want to talk and explain, we can, but I'm gonna try and see what I can get done, because I noticed that my brain cannot work where I talk and do art at the same time. It slows me down because I'm constantly thinking about my next word, and I think it's slowing me down. So I'm gonna mute myself for a little bit. Please enjoy the beautiful serenity sounds. Actually, let me see if I could do some live music. I do apologize. You might hear, let me do this, because I don't want you to have to hear the commercial that's happening right now. I'm gonna wait until the commercial is done, and I will get into it. I don't know how I'm supposed to do this jacket. Ah! Okay, how does a jacket work? So it goes around like that, right? Yeah, it goes around like that. Yeah, we'll just do that. We'll just do that. We'll do that. It's fine. I'm like, how does a jacket work, bro? Okay. animal print looks so good. Thank you, thank you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. How are you doing, baby girl? It's been good. Got some dumplings and steamed buns for lunch. How's your day been? That sounds so good. What kind of steamed buns? Oh wait, why did I say it like that? That's wild. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that. It's been good. It's been very chill. A very chill 4th of July today. I'm supposed to go, I live in one of them yeehaw states, so for 4th of July, my family and I, we gonna have a barbecue at my, we have a barbecue at one of my family's houses, so I'm just trying to stream as much as I can, until I eventually have to leave. I'm already dressed. It's the first time on stream that I'm all nice and dolled up, I guess. I don't even know if you could consider it dolled up. But we'll see. I'm all dolled up. I'm never this dressed for stream. Nice, ready to party? Gonna make a Mexican hot dogs to celebrate. Are you gonna wrap those hot dogs in bacon though? I like my bacon I like my hot dogs in bacon. You fucking know it, LOL. Gonna wrap them dogs up. Let's go! Dude, I'm one of those that, Okay, hear me out. When I was doing my debut back, right? Some of the things that I put, like, my interest and my likes and stuff, when I got into food, as much as... I think... Let me move this. Okay, sorry. There we go. As much as I'd like to sit there and say that me as the VTuber, I love wings and I love salad, right? But like in IRL, I love wings and salad. Well, recently, I've been over wings and I've been on to hot dogs. I don't know what it is, but they're doing something to me. You know what I mean? Hot dogs are the best. I love many types of hot dogs. I like them with like the sauerkraut and the mustard. I like them with onions, mayo, mustard, ketchup, and relish in that order. I like it in the chili dog. I like it with the chili and the cheese and the onions. They're just easy and simple to make. Yeah, dude. One time, when I was in college, you know, when Divi was trying to be smart, I hosted an event where I hosted an event for my sorora, and it was Halloween time, so we hung out at the house. and I made a whole bunch of dishes that were like Halloween quote unquote theme. One of them, like, I got the hot dogs, I made the hot dogs, and what I did was I carved out like a fingernail and I did like the little knuckle lines, and then I put ketchup on them so that they looked bloody. It was so good. They were so cute. Almost slept for a good chili dog. You is smart. You is special. Oh my god. Stop. Tell me I'm beautiful too. But yeah, I love hot dogs, dude. I be raw dog and hot dog. Wait, nope. Backtrack what I just said. Nobody listen to me, please. You was beautiful, girl. Yeah, thanks. Okay. The animal print is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm gonna put this down here. Merge with layer. Okay, I'm gonna put merge below. I want to. Do I have a liquify? Is this it? Yes. It's because the liquify on my Procreate is a different symbol. It's like a, what do you call it? Like a magic stick or a wand. I got the magic stick. There we go. Little swirly knees. Yeah, this is my chibi style. We're trying to find a chibi style. Since I feel like swirly knees are in. If you don't have swirly knees, then are you even real? Are you even a human? I don't think so. So y'all need to get them swirly knees. Nah, I got ashy knees. Oh god. Bruh. Put some of that swirly lotion on there. Okay, flippity flip flap. And then curve. Is that good? I don't know. Maybe it looks stupid. Sometimes I don't always follow the lines. Don't always follow the lines, guys. That's all I got to say. My quote of the day. Okay, back to work. Benny got me all worked up. I'm all like excited now. Benny says hi. I say, oh, how hi? Okay, I'm gonna shut up now. Give me one moment, guys. I'm gonna go and let my dog out. Okay, everybody, my family is already trying to kick me out to get going, so I will leave this here for now. I want to get back to this soon. I'll try and see if I can finish the first character as much as I can, and then I'll go to the second one when we stream again. Tomorrow, I am playing Peak with, I believe it's tomorrow. Have fun, thank you. My family's barbecuing tonight. We're doing that, the Mexican, the yeehaw Mexican barbecue. We're doing elote and stuff like that, burgers and hot dogs, etc. I don't know yet. Let me pull up what my schedule is. I think tomorrow it is with Abby. It's late hours. I know that normally I do stream. Let me see. Okay. Yeah. So tomorrow is Saturday. Yeah, we are playing the game Peak. The variety hour, I need to move it to next week. The react and chat, I want to move to next week. It's gonna be super cool. I've been excited to try to watch with you guys people who try Mexican food and snacks and stuff. Dude, like crazy how many people I've seen in the past, like years ago, when I would see people who are not of, like, I guess Mexican culture, and how they try to eat Mexican candy, and I'm like, you're eating it wrong. You're eating it wrong. That's why it tastes gross. Anyway, the game Peak, we're playing that at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you are Pacific Standard Time, that will be 5 p.m. So if you are in EST, for my US people, that will be at, I believe it's 8 p.m. We are playing Peak with Ebby, Zell, and I didn't put it on here, but I did ask one of my other friends, Foxbomb. If you've been on my Twitch, if you've been on my YouTube, you know who Foxbomb is. He is one of my very closest friends, VTuber friends. So he'll also be playing with us tomorrow. Again, it's gonna be late night hours. Maybe what I'll do is I might, depending on what I'm doing tomorrow, I might jump back on stream early in the morning, like during my regular hours, which is at 1 during the afternoon Central Standard Time. I do stream at 1 Central Standard Time. I'll try and do that with my art so that we can get as far as we can with it. And then late night, if any of you guys are in the Degen hours, as I've been told, then we'll be playing at like 7. It's only because one of those people in the friend group, they live in Australia, so they live across, I call it across the pond, and so they 7 p.m. was going to be the time that could work for all of us in the US and them in Australia. So, and they really wanted to play, so I'm super excited. I haven't hung out with Abby in like a few weeks now, or a few days. I think it was like a week and a half since her and I hung out. But we haven't hung out as we normally do, just because her and I have been very busy with our own schedules. But yeah, so I'm super excited to hang out with her tomorrow, and Fox and Zell. But yeah, I hope you guys can come and make it, because I'm super excited. I haven't played it yet, but my friends already have. So thankfully they'll probably be able to kind of help me out with some of the handling of the game. But I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you. As far as Twitch goes, let me do my outro for Twitch. Thank you for those who stopped by. Thank you for those who said hi. Thank you for those who are lurking and perking. And I hope you guys that are celebrating 4th of July are having a wonderful 4th of July. And that, you know, you chill. And if you're not celebrating it, and you're a person who would normally be like me on 4th of July and just hang out and chill at home, then I hope that you have a wonderful relaxation day. You need it, you deserve it, and you need to take a big fat rest and feet up off the ground. Again, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And if you are on my YouTube channel, if you like to see art videos like this, or more art videos, please like, comment, subscribe, and share it. And let me know what what did you do for 4th of July? Yeah. That'll be the comment for my YouTube channel. Bye, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye, bye.